beauties, how are ya? So, I hope everyone had a good Halloween. I just woke up a little while ago. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and I was playing around last night because I couldn't help myself. Everyone was sleeping, and yeah, I was playing around with these beauties. And so far, I have to say I love them, but I kind of knew I would. Um, Arteza has just gorgeous colors, but I was just curious of how, their pouring acrylics, if they were any good or not. Um, they are very similar to the Artist Loft. However, their colors are even more brilliant and they're very different. They're very unique colors. They have a whole set of neons if you're into that. I like using neons, just like, adding one neon color to like kind of more muted colors. I like doing that, but I was playing around with it. Here we go. See if you could see that. Yeah, so there's a couple of things that I just wanted to say about this paint that's very important if you want to try it. So for some reason, I read the back of the box because I wanted to see basically what was in it, if there was any like special directions or anything, because the Artist Loft paint, the pre-mixed, you could add other things to it, and it doesn't really change the consistency of the paint all that much, unless you want, use way too much pouring medium. Um, of course, it's going to make it too fluid, and, things will happen with that. But this one is a little more, how you say, you just have to be careful, basically. It did specifically say, do not use water. It will make the paint crack. So I don't think I used water. But what happened was they don't give you a lot of paint. Okay, so this is the only downfall, and I don't think they sell them individually yet. So you have to get like this whole set here, okay? And they only come in 2-ounce bottles. Oh, see, they're already dirty. Um, yeah, so they only come in 2-ounce bottles. So they do give you 4 bottles of white, which is cool, and 2 bottles of black, and the rest are all the other different colors. Okay, so that's cool. They give you a whole set of neons. I mean, and some of these colors are kind of unique. So once you run out, it's kind of like, it kind of sucks because, you're not going to spend like 50, $60 just to get one little bottle. So Artez, I hope you're hearing me. I hope that they either make bigger bottles of this eventually, like, and also that you could buy them, individual bottles that are much bigger. So like if you just like certain colors, you can go get those. Yeah, so this is the painting I made with these colors. I mean, this is pretty cool. This has nothing in it except for the Arteza paint, the pouring paint. So I did like a puddle pour with this. And I'll show you, because that's what I'm going to do today on video. I'll show you how I did that. And yeah, it's not as glossy. I think I said in another video. Um, Definitely doesn't dry as glossy. There's no cells. But it did it just like all the paint kind of stayed within itself. So it kept like the line, which I kind of like. I really like that. And these colors are really gorgeous. What's this? Cerise pink. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. This is just Mars black. That's the white. Oh yeah, the coral is really pretty. And metallic wine red. See, this is kind of unique color. And, it's a shame. Sorry, my finger. You know, you're not going to buy a whole other box just for that one color. So I'm really hoping they eventually, you know, sell them individually, even if it's in smaller bottles for like a couple of dollars each or something. That would be kind of cool. Yes, I don't know if they're doing that, but with the white here and these two, one, two, actually these three, I because I didn't want to like kind of waste all the white in the Arteza. I also got these bottles yesterday, delivered. This is just apple barrel paint with Triart pouring medium. And it actually kind of worked really nicely in here, except probably the apple barrel paint has some water in it because it's a crafty paint. And it did crack it because it said if you add water to this paint, it's going to crack. So there were a couple of cracks. Okay, so if you don't like that, definitely don't do what I did. But I was just kind of testing it out. And I tested it out on these little 4x4 canvases. I actually painted over something else that I didn't like. So actually, I think these are the pours of the apple barrel versus I forgot. I think it was Floetrol or Sarge. I forget which video it was, but I'll link it here. The one when I had a real issue with the apple barrel pouring medium. But I do like apple barrel paint. I just don't like the pouring medium, and I haven't tried it since this since I did that video. Yeah. So that's, but you know, the colors are really pretty, except for these little cracks here. Um, it really came out nice. I like it. I love the colors, and yeah, so just be careful. Don't use, I guess I would say don't use craft paint, possibly when you're using the Arteza because it has more water in it. Um, yeah, just like use, and if you do use like a pouring medium, see, this is how I dried. I think I add a little pouring me. I add some Triart to this. Um, so I think that's okay. But they are pretty fluid already. So I know you like if you want to extend the paint and like so you have more of it because again, look at these tiny little bottles. I would not put a lot of pouring medium in there. Um, so just be careful of that as well. It'll be too fluid. So you could add a little bit, I guess. Um, but yeah, nothing with water in it because it did crack it. And there were little cracks in this one too. I don't know if you could see that. They're like let's see, right here, but they're very slight. And this is just a canvas board, not a stapled canvas or anything, a stretch canvas. Oh yeah, here's some more cracks here. I know what it is. It's not this paint. It's the apple barrel with the Triart pouring medium. It's not the pouring medium. It's definitely the paint itself because it does have water in it. So, you know, yeah, that's kind of like my review of these paints so far. I think they're beautiful. I think the colors are gorgeous. Like I said, I just wish there was more of them. Like, you know, meaning not more colors, but more of it, of each bottle. It would have been awesome if it was like a 4-ounce bottle. That would have been cool. But I do like the fact they gave you 4 whites and 2 black paints. That's very nice. And yeah, but just be careful. No water whatsoever. Okay, so this is the one with nothing, just the paint itself. And these three, excuse me, they have the apple barrel with Triart pouring medium in it. So today I am just going to do a painting with the paint alone, okay? And I'm gonna do a puddle pour, and you'll see how I do that. Yeah, and then that's it for now. So that's what we're using today. I just wanted to kind of show you what I got. I literally feel like a kid at Christmas. And I was like kind of up for hours, kind of mixing paint to my new bottles. I saw so many people use these, and I was just like looking to see what was the best one for me. I like the ones where they had, you could see how many ounces you have in the bottle, so you can kind of like tell how much pouring medium, water, paint, whatever you want to add. And this crazy thing back here, I'm helping my son with a project for school. He's doing the influence, like the British invasion in the 60s as far as music is concerned. This is for his U.S. history class. So he asked me to do kind of like a psychedelic uh, little thing on the back of his presentation, fold out, like the tri-fold presentation thingy, a cardboard presentation thing. Wow, I can't speak. It's the morning. What else is new? But yeah, so what happened was I poured this. Well, I didn't want to put too much paint, but when I tipped it up, it started dripping. I was like, well, of course, Maurice, it's going to drip. But he really loved that kind of, it's even more psychedelic because of the drippy effect. So I just added some more paint to that. And I added a whole bunch of things to that, but that was a lot of fun to make. That's like literally just me having a crazy time and having a lot of fun. And I'm going to do other things like some 1960s slogans. We've been listening to the music together. That's one of my favorite types of music is 60s, like acid rock, like the Doors and Led Zeppelin, The Who, and Jimi Hendrix. I can go on and on and on. Yeah, so we have been listening to that. Anyway, so enough about that. I am going to start getting set up for the day, and I will see you in a little while. I just wanted to share that with you. So this is like 8 hours worth of, like 8, 9 hours of drying time. Oh yeah, and one more thing. This supposedly takes like 4 hours, where it could dry to the touch, but it takes like a full 24, to be fully dry. And I usually just leave it for 24 hours anyway. All right, guys. So next up, I will start the pour. All right. See you in a few. Hey guys, I'm back. So just very quickly, I wanted to show you the colors I'm using. We already know I'm going to be using the Arteza Pouring Acrylic colors, okay? 28 unique colors, high flow, water-based, non-toxic. Alright, I'm just going to show you the top real quick. See if you can see that. These are all the colors. Okay. So you guys know ahead of time what you are buying. Okay, if you're interested in doing this. I always love some new products. So we're going to be doing an 8x10 canvas. And these are the colors. We got, let's see, hold on. We got silver, okay. We have, whoops, I almost knocked that guy over, lavender. I'm excited for that color. We have lemon yellow, okay. That's what it looks like. That's the lavender, the silver, lemon yellow. That is neon purple. And we have pastel yellow. Focus. Okay. Pastel yellow. And last but not least, Carnation Pink. So this is a really pretty, they have really beautiful pastels and neons and everything. Very rich colors. All right. So The pour is next. We're not using any water, definitely not with this paint. We're not using any pouring medium. These are the materials, and that's it. I'll use my torch. I didn't really see any, when I did this painting last night, I did not see any bubbles or anything, but I'll just use the torch just in case. Alright, so let's start the pour in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, I'm back. So, I love this. I love this paint. Oh my god. The colors are... I know you always see my stubby, huge, dirty... Well, they're not dirty, but paint-filled fingers. Um, anyway, uh, these colors are gorgeous. I mean, my goodness. Look at this. And look at that. It just keeps the line beautifully. Again, these new paints, the Artist Loft and the Arteza, not good for cells. Whatever they have in them, whatever pouring medium that's already in them, no cells. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how this paint will react to like an extra pouring medium to it. You don't want to make it too fluid. Actually, it's not thick at all, but it can have a little leeway, in my opinion. You probably can add a little pouring medium to it and see. I don't know if it's going to crack with it. No idea. So, because the other paintings I showed you earlier, it did have apple barrel paint, so that is a craft paint, and that's probably why I create cracks with this. So I don't know how this will react to a pouring medium, but that is probably the next thing I am going to try out. I really want to try either I am going to probably try both Floetrol and the Tri Art glass pouring medium with this and see what happens. You know, the worst thing that will happen is that there'll be some cracks, and knowing me, I'll like it. But let me know what you think about this paint. Let me know if you're going to buy it yourself. Yeah, let me know if you like these colors. I just love them. The colors are just gorgeous. This was like I had flicked the paint accidentally, but I actually love that. I think I may like, in another paint, I may like do some of that. Like just like add some streaks to it or something, because I love that little yeah, that little happy accident, or just I love that. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to buy this, if you want to try it or not. Yeah, so, guys, that's it for today. If you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos, okay? And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.